Good morning to you guys too. Check that out, some dolphins just hunting in the shallows here. How cool. Don't see that every day. Man, that's so cool to see first thing in the morning. That is wicked. Morning guys, and welcome back to another drift fishing video. So today we have some awesome conditions, but it is freezing in the middle of winter. And check out these guys. Whole footy team going for a swim. Bloody, what is it? July. Nuts. Anyway, so today's plan is we're going to try and catch as many squid as we can in a session, probably a 2-hour session. I'll take you through a few of the tips and tricks while I'm doing it. And if you like catching squid, might learn a few things. See how you go. Bloody cool, isn't that? What's going on guys? I'm super pumped. Look at these conditions. This is middle of winter. I'm dressed appropriately because it's bloody freezing, but there were dudes swimming at the beach, probably a footy team training or something, which I just thought was crazy, but each to their own. I'll stay rugged up and keep dry. That's my plan. But we're heading out looking for squid today. Super pumped about it. Conditions couldn't be any better. I reckon we are gonna absolutely rain it today. So I got to the beach, it was super foggy, really perfect winter's morning. Had dolphins on the beach, right in the shallows, cruising around, hunting bait. Took me a little while to get on the water. I was kind of distracted filming dolphins, as you do, but eventually got on the water, and this is what we got. How good is that? It's a little bit later than I'd expect. It's probably, I don't know, my sound doesn't say it, but it's probably about 9 o'clock. But hey, it's a Saturday, it's beautiful, there's no wind, there's no one out here. Let's go get some squid, guys. Loving it. So I'm in an area at the moment, sorry, sun's on my face, it's really bright, but we're in an area at the moment. It's about 3 meters deep. There's quite a bit of weed there. I can see a few bait fish kicking around. I reckon this looks as good a place as any to have a drift. We've got weed on both sides. So we're going to drift towards the houses, put a few casts out, and I've got a few set up on here. I've got quite a bright Yamashita on this rod here, and I've got another more natural mackerel sort of pattern on this Yamashita. They're in the 2.5s. So for me, if I'm fishing 3 meters, 2.5, sort of around that range, a 2.5 works really well for me. It's got a slower sink than a 3. If I fish anywhere deeper, up to 4, 5, 6 meters, then the 3 is going to be the go. So I'm going to start with these 2.5s, work the shallow areas first, see if I can find the squid. If I can't find them in these shallow patches, I'm going to move a little bit deeper, find a little bit of a contour somewhere, hopefully with a pocket or an eddy out of the current, and that's going to be where we'll find them. So let's have a drift, get some squid, southern calamari, let's go. So clear down there. I'm actually going to put the camera down just so you can see. It is epic. That's how clear we're talking. Super clear. Now, one thing I do find with squid is they don't particularly like dirty water. So if it's after a big rain, there's a lot of dirty water, it's filthy, try find somewhere with clear water, with less current. And a lot of time that means if it has been blowing, go deeper, there'll be clearer water down further. So just keep that in mind when you are fishing areas with dirty water. So we're still in that 3 meter mark now. I'm gonna put a cast in. Cast number 1. Now I always like to set my drag really loose for squid. Now there is a reason for that. A lot of the squid reels are actually set that way, like the Emeraldas that I'm using at the moment. And that's so when you do your flick and the squid grabs onto it, you're not going to rip off the arm. Having the right sort of reel with the drag dialed in, you should be that every time you do a flick, you can hear a bit of drag going. And that's just set right then so that if I do grab it, you're not going to rip the arm out of the socket. So this is what I'm looking for here. You can see the hard color there, the bright color. That's a harder surface. You've then got 1/2 meter of weed on top, so you know it's a pretty good area. You can see there are a few patches on there where it's a little bit sparse, which coincides with what I'm seeing down here of sand and weed, which is really good. And yeah, these are the sort of areas that I'll look for when I am squid fishing. There's no point looking for calamari over sand. You're just not going to catch them. They're just not there, okay? You need to find some weed, some cover. Oh, I just missed one. And that's where they like to hide, you know, and particularly if there's something that can break the current and form like an eddy, that's always a good spot to look as well. Little bays, little coves. This one here's got a little shoal out here, so no, that's bottom. Finally found land. I actually got turned all upside down there for a little while, but I can see some little dirt over there, and there's high vis. So I reckon I found the headland, and I didn't realize I'd drifted this far. I thought I was probably 300 meters that way. So just goes to show how in a fog can really turn you upside down if you lose track of land. I do have the GPS on here, which was obviously a big aid because I was so going to paddle that way, which is completely the wrong direction. But anyway, this fog is absolutely crazy. And we're on. Ooh, that's a good one. So I actually changed the method there a little bit. The drift was a little bit fast, so I've actually spun around and I'm casting down drift. It's allowing that lure to hover a little bit longer, and as a result, it gets smashed on the drift. So it's not quite trolling, but it's not quite lure fishing. And I'm finding now I'm starting to get a few more hits, like this little bad boy here. I don't want to get squirted, and he's pointing right at me. Beauty. And that's what did the damage. A little natural colour. Whew. Beautiful. There we go, just like that. Yeah, the old drift flick's working. Oh, the good sized squid too. There we go, number 2. Alright, so it's not too hard what we're doing here. Got a 2.5 jig on. I've got a drift going. Nice drift. I don't know, probably less than a K, give or take. And my net is filthy. Anyway, I'll leave that there. What we're doing is we're pitching out, slowly drifting, letting it get down to about close to the bottom, and then flicking it. Because we're drifting, it's allowing that sink to be a lot slower, and that's where we're getting the hits. And I'll do this drift until I get to where it gets shallow, and then reset, do it all over again. There we go, squid on. Oh, it's a big one. Ooh, they're thick this morning. They're hard to find, but now that I've found them, it is on. So that's probably what, 3 squid in 5 minutes? At least 3 squid in 3 casts anyway, put it that way. Can't complain with that. Oh, and they're all good size too. All good size. Oh, he wants me. He wants me. You're not biting me, bro. I reckon one more cast here. One more cast and then we'll reset.